The process of bringing your ideas, feelings, and actions into line with the life that you want to create for yourself is essentially what is meant by the term manifestation. On the other side, what are the consequences of not having faith in it? The idea of manifestation might create the sense that it is almost magical. It suggests that if you think about your desires for a long enough period of time, they will magically materialize when you ask for them. In the event that you are dubious or find it difficult to believe, it is conceivable that the technique will appear to be forced or dishonest to you. Having said that, it is of the utmost importance to recognize that the manifestation of one's wishes does not require faith that cannot be shaken from the very beginning. It is a gradual process that you can ease into, despite the fact that you might have some reservations about using it. In order to assist you in beginning the process of manifesting while also addressing your doubt, the following is a step-by-step instruction. To get started, you should acknowledge your uncertainties. On the other hand, you can fall into the trap of thinking that the idea of manifestation is either impossible for you to achieve or appears to be too fantastic to be realistic. As a result of the fact that these thoughts are extremely sensible, it is not necessary for you to disregard them or act as if you believe them right away. You should start by actively examining these concepts rather than allowing them to control you and take control of your life. Confronting your uncertainty head-on grants you the opportunity to create space in your life for the introduction of novel concepts. It is important to take into account the likelihood that your uncertainty is the product of previous experiences, cultural conditioning, or the fear of being disappointed. Having obtained a grasp of the reasoning that lies behind your skepticism, you will be able to work with it rather than against it once you have achieved this insight. The second step is to develop a mindset that is curious about the world around you. You should approach manifestation as an experiment rather than a dogmatic ideology, even if you do not fully believe in the concept of manifestation. This is because manifestation is a relatively new concept. Despite the fact that you are unaware of how it could be accomplished, you should maintain an open mind to the possibility that it could be successful. Look at it as an opportunity to examine the ways in which your thoughts and emotions connect with the world around you. This is something you should take advantage of. To get started, you should start with goals that are manageable and small, wishes that do not carry an overwhelming amount of emotional weight. This will allow your mind to relax and concentrate on the procedure, and it will also reduce the amount of emotional investment you have in the outcome of the situation. In order for the process of manifestation to be successful, action is a necessary component. It is not enough to merely think or feel positively. In order to go closer to reaching your goals, you must also take on important activities rather than just thinking or feeling positively. Although you may not be positive that manifestation is effective, taking action helps you stay grounded and drives you forward. This is true even if you are not certain that manifestation is effective. When you perform activities that are in accordance with your desires, you are demonstrating both your commitment to change and your willingness to make changes. Some examples of little actions that might be taken include enrolling in a class, creating a vision board, or simply changing a behavior that isn't serving you well. These are all examples of actions that could be taken. You will become aware of how your reality begins to change as you continue to take action on your wishes, even if the change is not immediately visible. This understanding will come to you as you continue to take action on your wishes. Additionally, it is essential to cultivate patience in order to cope with this. It is possible that you will experience frustration if you do not believe in the notion of manifestation. This is because you will be waiting for evidence that it is successful. When it comes to the manifestation, on the other hand, it does not always develop immediately. To do this, it is necessary for changes to take place on both the conscious and subconscious levels, and it takes some time for these changes to become apparent in the physical world. It is essential to have faith that even if you do not see any immediate consequences, change is occurring beneath the surface. This is something that you should constantly keep in mind. In the time that you are waiting for something, you should make an effort to focus on being grateful for the things that you already possess. By doing so, you will be able to keep a positive attitude and be more open to the possibility of acquiring other items. The environment in which you find yourself is another factor that can have an effect on the process of transformation. In order to advance your growth, it is essential to surround oneself with people, activities, and resources that are good to your development. Interacting with the experiences of other people who have successfully manifested their objectives can be a helpful way to change your viewpoint, even if you are concerned about your own abilities to carry out the manifestation of your desires. It is not about forcing yourself into believing something. Rather, it is about progressively introducing oneself to various points of view. If you are interested in manifestation, you might also find it helpful to read books, listen to podcasts, or see movies that are related to the topic. With the support of these instruments, it is possible to achieve the goals of clarifying the process and breaking it down in a manner that is more grounded and practical. Last but not least, make it a priority to engage in acts of self-compassion while you are away. When one is starting something new, it is normal to suffer feelings of dissatisfaction or confusion. This is especially true when the new pursuit goes against deeply held beliefs. It is important to remember that you should not be too severe on yourself because you did not immediately believe. Practice is necessary for manifestation, just like it is for each other's capacity we possess. In the event that you were to try your hand at a musical instrument or a sport for the very first time, you would not anticipate becoming an expert in either of those sectors. Maintain a compassionate attitude toward yourself and acknowledge the progress you are making, even if it appears that the improvement you are making is not particularly substantial. During the course of time, as you continue to experiment with manifestation, you will most surely witness transformations taking place. However, despite the fact that the size of these shifts might not necessarily be immediate or substantial, they are still significant in their own right. Small changes might occur during the process of manifestation. These changes may include a newly discovered sense of peace, a shift in the dynamics of your relationships, or opportunities that you did not anticipate. As you get more experience, your faith in the process will naturally grow, and as a consequence, you will discover that it is much simpler to bring about desires that are more profound and expansive. To recapitulate, the process of manifesting without belief includes cultivating openness, curiosity, and patience, rather than seeking to force faith. It is less about forcing faith as it is about cultivating faith. The most important thing is to gradually grant yourself permission to go through the process, to take actions that are in accordance with your desires, and to have trust that change is possible. It is not necessary to have entire trust right from the start in order for manifestation to work. That is not required. As more time passes and you become more aware of the shift that is occurring in your life, your beliefs will begin to emerge more organically. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.